The YSL RICO trial has reached the point of no return.
Okay, but it's your allegation and assertion, sir. Okay, so, well, we don't know that. We don't know whether or not they're true.
Going on. Every time Mr. Copeland comes in the courtroom or out of the courtroom, he's escorted by a DA's office investigator. You see that? This court is observant. You're not just sitting there in a cloud. You see exactly what's going on. You hear the prosecutor tell you, we were in a room with Mr. Copeland and he said these things. Why?
Okay.
Why do I have to bring it up? You should be bringing it up. This is crazy. This is like communist Russia.
While dozens of defendants languish in jail, the defense and the prosecution battle it out both in and out of court.
Okay, everybody wants to know, did you really send Adrian an email that says F you?
So it's very misunderstood, okay? I didn't just say F you, all right? Here's the context. I had sent an email, and I'm not looking at the emails right now, so this is not verbatim. I'd sent an email saying, Kenneth has always said that he didn't want to testify. You knew this, and you've created this situation. Miss Love sent me a response saying, whose interests are you looking out for? Are you looking out for Kenneth's interests, or are you looking out for the interests of Mr. Steele's client and Mr. Shart's client, which is an implication that I'm doing anything that I'm trying to help out somebody else's client, that I don't have my own client's best interests at heart, which is essentially the worst thing you could ever accuse an attorney, a criminal defense attorney, of doing. So I wrote her back and I said, if that's what you think that I'm doing, if you think I'm doing anything other than protecting Kenneth Copeland, then you can go F yourself. Those were my exact words. Maybe not the best choice of words I've ever used.
But things are not going according to plan for either side.
Are you going to let me ask you some questions?
Okay.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you to step outside to your headquarters of jury deliberation, please? Mr. Copeland, given the fact that you have invoked your Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state has already given you immunity under 24-5-507, this court holds you in willful contempt, and we'll see you on Monday. And we'll see if we can get some more testimony at that point in time. Take him into custody.
The prosecution's case seems kind of weak, and the defense is frustrated by their inability to get across to the jury just how weak the prosecution's case is, at least in their eyes, due to perhaps Judge Glanville's interference.
Sir.
I think this is a very bad point in our community if we are now going to say offering to get someone a lawyer is part of a RICO conspiracy. This is a probation revocation case on supposed non-compliance with community service.
Things have become unprofessional between the two sides. There are accusations of judicial and prosecutorial misconduct. Even in the motions that each side are filing, it is clear that there is no love lost.
Okay. Says, would you still respect a colleague personally knowing they behave in corruption and unfair practices just to secure a conviction of your client?
Yeah, of course not. I wouldn't respect them if they did that. Especially because a prosecutor, you won't see prosecutors here. You know why? They have additional duties, additional responsibilities that they have to bear that defense attorneys don't. And they have certain standards that they're supposed to live up to. So you be the judge if they've met those standards and those obligations. By the way, I have a lot of respect for ADA Hilton. I think she's a good attorney. I think for the most part, he tries to do the right thing. We all got bosses.
And in the mix, in the fray, in the middle of it all, is rapper Young Thug and his co-defendants, who at this time have no idea how long the trial will take or how long they'll have to sit in jail, away from their family, away from their friends, away from being able to produce. The most recent round of this saga came yesterday when the prosecutors filed a motion against recusing Chief Judge Glanville. Many looked at the motion and were surprised at how uninspiring it seemed, coming in at just 8 pages. Meanwhile, attorney for rapper Young Thug, Brian Steele, has been firing off massive motions, dozens of pages, with allegations that reach to the heavens. In order to get a better feel for Brian Steele's frustration with the process, we're going to read a little bit of his most recent motion, which came out about 12 hours ago. It was submitted after the answer from the district attorney, so this is, as of the recording of this video, this is the most recent motion. So we'll read. Steele says, the court's impartiality is objectively questioned and the court must be recused. See, for example, Johnson v. State. This court has falsely and wrongly accused undersigned counsel of being unprofessional and unprepared in front of the jury. Neither claim has any modicum of truth. The prosecutor sat silent as the court wrongly and falsely accused undersigned counsel of improper conduct in front of the jury, all prejudicing Mr. Williams. The court has violated its duty of neutrality, impartiality that it was sworn to undertake. Even knowing that the court has falsely accused undersigned counsel of being unprofessional and unprepared in front of the jury, the court has refused to instruct the jury to disregard the court's improper, highly prejudicial comments. This conduct shows that the court is biased against Mr. Williams and or his counsel and favors the state, as no unbiased judge would not correct such a serious misstatement made in front of the jury. The bias of the court is objectively proven. Mr. Williams languishes in jail without bond since arrest on May 9, 2022. Mr. Williams has been and is being denied his constitutional right to due process, a fair tribunal, and a fair trial based upon prosecutorial misconduct and judicial misconduct. The court has exhibited a pattern of bias in favor of the state and against Mr. Williams and or his counsel, and the court has failed to admonish Lawyer Love to prevent her past continuous misconduct. The failure to act by the court has emboldened Lawyer Love to persist in engaging in misconduct. The court has effectively joined the prosecution team by permitting Lawyer Love to defy court orders without consequence. The court has imposed absolutely no sanctions to stop or deter this prosecutorial misconduct. As a result, Mr. Williams has not received a constitutionally mandated fair trial and does not have a fair tribunal, and his due process rights have been repeatedly violated because of the prosecutorial and judicial misconduct. Because the state has blatantly violated Mr. Williams' rights, they have goaded Mr. Williams into making motions for mistrial, all of which have been denied. The above few examples are egregious and cast a dark, ugly stain onto Georgia's justice system. The below further captures the violation of laws that lawyers Love and Hilton and the court display herein. From here, Steele lays out more evidence relating to the ex parte meeting, which we have covered extensively. We'll link to that video. So what does everybody think? Does it seem like the bridges are burned? Does it seem like between the two sides, there will never be peace, that there may never even be a professional relationship again. It seems to me like things are really going haywire here, and understandably so. But let me know what you all think. Drop some comments. Please like the video, subscribe to our channel. We're making content on this trial and other legal matters every single day, and we appreciate the support. Thanks a lot.